So very good evening. In this session, actually, finally, we are going to talk about how exactly we are going to attempt the exam. Okay. So rather, as I told you in the very introductory session, the three part of the examination, first we should know what to study, what aspects should be studied, and etc. How we are going to study, how we are going to prepare, different strategies, technique, methods, analogies through which we are going to remember everything. Got it? Now, finally, we reach exactly exam day, exactly what we are going to do. Got it? And this is equally important, like any other part, I would say. Because if you take many time, student prepare, and that's why a specific session, which I insisted at the beginning also, in which we talked about the cardinal principle of attempting the exam, which should never always practiced, and what we are going to do exactly in these 3 hours. Okay, so the experience shows that throughout the world, any other thing, many people, they visualize so many things, they imagine, they prepare, they do the hard work. Finally, when it comes to real implementation, exactly what it should be done during those hours, many people miss that. Got it? And many times people, simply, they find it very difficult to do that. So if you take any sports or games, whether it's a 5 minutes work or 10 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, exactly what you're going to do. As you enter into the examination hall, finally the countdown starts. Yeah, you got 3 hours only. So overall, your 6 months preparation, 1 year preparation is summed up in 3 minutes. 3 hours, what you are going to do. So how you are going to use, what are the strategies you are going to use? Got it? And remember, believe me one thing, if you use the correct strategy, very easily you can pass it. Not just passing, but even the process of examination would be very beautiful, excellent, happy, and you will have time even for last 10 to 20 minutes, you can take rest. Got it? So the process of 3-hour examination process should be very fruitful, right? It should be tensionless. But if we miss it, if we don't do the correct strategy, so in short, if we don't follow the presence of mind during the examination, definitely, we are going to miss it. So exactly what we are going to do those three hours, that plays a very important role. In spite of all our preparation, yeah, the rule is same for everyone. All right? If you take it, for example, if it's a runner, he prepares for 4 years for 10-second race in Olympic. Footballers prepare like that. Got it? Yeah. Right. So the first thing is the way, when you go to the examination, you must go with the confidence. The other day I shared you with all of you, how many people attempt the exam. Right? And I told you at the very beginning also, our competitors are just, 10%. Okay. Irrespective of the exam. Yeah, if 90,000 students, right, hardly 8,000 or 9,000 students for commerce, your competitors. Right? I would doubt even 10% would be there. IAS 10,000, 10 lakh student apply, hardly 4, go for the exam. So if you look at IAS exam, hardly competition is between 25,000 people. All right. You should not be scared by the number. All right. You saw that, no? The very examination day, how many people they don't come. It's not surprising. Everywhere you'll find that. Okay. Everywhere you'll find that as the marathon race goes, you will find that many people would lose hope. And same thing happened everywhere, including our class. You can see that now. Got it? Yeah, many people get scared. Yeah, when they look at the examination, portion, etc., the test, number of questions, But all those people, those who mentally, lose that, right? So the question is, how you are going to attempt and crack all the exams. So keeping that in mind, let's look at exactly what we are going to do, right? So this is a very important one. It depends on what type of question at what time you are going to attend, irrespective of the subject. It's a common topic. Irrespective of the subject, broadly you can follow the same one. Got it? Because particularly paper 1 topics, you can follow accordingly, right? So that is the very important one. So the first thing is you have to be very confident and optimistic, as I told you. Got it? And you have to visualize success. All right, you have to visualize success, that yeah, I am going to get all the question which is known to me. And exam is going to be very easy. I can easily crack it. I can pass it. I am going to pass it. All right. It's all about it's a mind game actually. Got it? At the end of the day. And every exam you should go like that. Got it? Right? That is called what we call confidence. The very first point was confidence. Right? Those who have confidence that you can do it, invariably they would do it. Okay. So going with the confidence and optimism, very important one, right? Okay. And if you miss the strategy of, attempting, beyond these, confidence and optimism, there are other strategies. You should know how to attempt and when to attempt, what type of question should be attempted at what time. Okay. Right. So that is the most important aspect. So as you go through, right, of course, I would say, I don't want to say that point, but still remember that going to the examination center in time, without hurry, checking in detail, checking the Google map, exactly where the college is, institution, how long it will take, got it? At least reaching in time. Okay, so that is the first thing, right? Okay, invariably, when you go in hurry and you read the exam when already everyone is, sitting and systems have started and everyone started attempting, invariably mentally all these are going to affect us. Got it? It's all about mental game. Mentally, if you are affected, okay, whether I will have a time or not, okay, imagine a situation, if you know everything, right? Okay, if you know everything, but you are put in a room where there is no fan, no AC, full of sweating, with sweating and, with so much of, difficulty, will you be able to remember your points? No. All right. So our body and mind will work only if it's quite comfortable, right? Without any comfort, we are able to go and sit and attempt the examination, right? Okay. Even our words, even the points which we remember, we'll be forgetting, right? So the basic thing is go to the examination center in time, take all the details, whatever the certificate, Aadhaar card, etc., all those, right? Right. So as I already told you, when you start opening, when you click the button, right, you entered everything, checked everything, got it, and you finally, you started, you're sitting in your computer, got it. Okay. So the first thing is, now as you start, countdown will start. So the first thing is now the present system. In one window, you will get all the questions. Okay, all the questions, one window, 100 to 130. 150 questions. First 50 question will be paper 1, 51 to next 150 will be paper 2. Got it? So only one window. Already I told you that if there were used to be 2 windows, 3 windows, 3 even, the gap used to be there. Okay, so many people missed that also. That's why, yeah, because earlier there used to be 2 windows. Many people used to spend more time in a particular window, that is like paper 1, etc. So now it's a combined one, only one window. Got it? Yeah. Got it? So the first thing is, and before that, the basics of, the mindset should be ready, right? Okay. That, elimination technique. Got it? Okay. These are the basic, which I have told you at the very beginning, right? Never go through all the options simultaneously again and again. No. Whenever we go through the question, narrow it down. Yeah. So it's a general one for irrespective of any subject. Got it? Narrow it down. B is there, C is there, A is not there, D is not there. Narrow it down as soon as possible. Got it? Okay. So you have to finally narrow it down to 2 only. Got it? Okay. So elimination process is very important one. Got it? So basically we have 180 minutes, right? Both paper combined. Yeah. Combined total. So you can spend all 150 questions in 130 minutes, irrespective of the time you are going to spend. Okay, so invariably you are going to get 130, right? So how the system works, you know that already. Got it? So as you start, so this elimination process is very important. That strategy must be used. Okay, so there is no gap. Both the paper can be attempted simultaneously. Okay, right? So invariably paper 1, if you right side, you will get the the tabular column where you can click number of questions. Okay, if you click question number 51, it will go to 51. If you click 90, it will go to 90. Okay, so like that, that how it works. Got it? So the very first stage. So the first thing is both the question can be attempted simultaneously. Many people will believe that, okay, I'm going to do paper 1 first, paper 2 first, something like that. I will finish this one, then I will start like that. Okay, I will start with the last question first. I will start with first question first. Okay, but I would say that the best method would be, so there is a best method to do that, right? Not based on paper 1 or paper 2, right? Okay, so the first thing is, the very first thing what you should do is within 5 minutes, get the complete holistic perspective of all the question. At the right hand side of your window, you'll be able to, okay, at the right hand side, you'll be able to have what it is called, you'll be able to get whole question paper. Okay, yeah, there's kind of a PDF kind of, button would have been given. You click that button, you will get the complete question paper. Got it? From 1 to 150 complete paper. So the very first 5 minutes full question paper or glance kandipa paakanu. Got it? Kandipa paakanu, whole perspective, right? So in a way, a rough idea you will get that beginning of the question eppadi irukku, how the questions are in the middle, how the questions are in the core paper, the last part of the question paper, how it is, how many questions one broad outline you will get. Okay, right? One glance, right? Roughly 5 minutes each and every question. Remember that it's not that you read the question one and long go through. No, just a casual glance. Yeah, as you go through, you'll know that, oh, this is about this author, this is about this concept, oh, this is from this unit, it is marketing, it is artificial intelligence, it is psychology, it is from Indian history, something like that. Okay, this is from this author, like that, a broad outline, the very first one. Okay, basically what we do like that, usually we do during our paper and pen examination, right? Paper and pen examination la holistic perspective la full question paper yaar paakrangalo avangala da nalla panna mudiyum, right? Okay, right? In semester exam, that's the way we do. Okay, we look at the whole question paper, part B la enna irukku, part A la enna irukku. Got it? Yeah. So ninga part A, part B full question paper padikama simply looking at the first question and started attempting na avangala nalla panna mudiyum. Got it? They will know that either easy question irukku, either difficult question irukku, edhula evlo marks irukku, even adile pannanum. Inge on the marks are same, but you'll know that there are how many questions are there, easier questions enga irukku, therinja question enga irukku, theriyada question eppadi irukku. Got it? So the broad outline within 5 minutes roughly, I would say. Got it? Okay, yeah. So then comes, now one thing you have to remember, there are many questions which might require your, so there are 4 stages of preparation, what I can say, right? Okay, 4 stages of questions, right? We'll come back to that again, right? I'll share you some important points. So when you look at the question paper, 150 questions, first question number 1 to 50, paper 1, question number 51 to 150, right? Paper 2. Got it? So you have 150 questions, 180 minutes, right? So there are 4 stages basically. The first stage I already told you what you should do, a complete holistic perspective. Got it? Then comes the second stage, right? Right? Second stage, now you have gone through question number 150. Got it? Again, you come back, you scroll down. Yeah, you scroll down to the stage 1, right? You take question number 1, first question, right? Invariably paper 1 question. Got it? So when you get the very first one, the button you click, first question varum, question number 1. For some it will be from environment, some it will be from teaching, for some communication, some data interpretation, some invariably allarku different type varudhu. Okay, got it? So now 150 per questions, overall glance paathachu. What we should do? Should we go by line? Sorry, I mean 1 by 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 order la pandradha, or unit wise pandradha, paper 1 moda mudikiradha, paper 2 moda mudikiradha, right? Okay, so the best would be, remember that there's no negative marking. Okay, and in the whole process of writing the exam should be easy, right? So in irrespective of the subject, ella subject 30% memory, 30 to 35% memory. Got it? And all remaining or understanding questions varum. Got it? Invariably understanding question konja time edukum. Memory questions basically the factual questions, data questions, right? Even in understanding questions, sometimes core ideas kepanga, which we can do it very easily. So the first thing is Now, another mentality of, dividing equal time for all the questions, right? No, right? All the questions, they don't require equal time. Okay. So as you're going to see that, there are some questions which won't take more than 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. You will read the question, you will finish and move on. There are some questions which will take even 2 minutes, right? Okay. Yeah, so this division of, okay, I'm going to spend each and every question like that. No. So first stage, what you are going to do. So first stage, I would say that if you do that, you'll be able to achieve all. You'll be able to sleep in examination all, right? Every exam I slept. Last exam also I slept. And you can pass it, right? Okay, you can pass it. And I go and write just for the namesake actually, right? Not to really do that. But whatever I remember based on that. But strategy is very important. So the first stage, first stage should be the very first stage, irrespective of paper 1 and 2. You should do all known questions. Okay, 100% known questions, confirmed questions. Stage 1. You click that, easiest question, right? Easiest question, confirmed question, 100% question, right? I have to tell this point. Our Prime Minister vandu oru 1 year moda vandu opposite ah sonnaru. Adukku ellarum romba criticize pannanga. Right? Our sonnaru difficult question at the first padinga edo periya issue vandirukum adichu paanga theriyum. Right? Yarume solla maatanga. Seriya? So the very first stage enna known question. Click pantinga, question number 1 vandiruchu. Example, communication. Theriyuma, attend. 100%. Glance le pattern. Yes, I know that. 100% sure. Click. Go to the next question. Now imagine you don't know. Question theriyala. You go through that. Theriyala. Theriyala comes to next 2 stage. Yavala theriyala. Got it? I will come back to that later. Right? Yavala level la namakku theriyala. Theriyala na even out of syllabus question kuda theriyadu. Indirect question theriyadu. Okay? Blurred ah theriyum. Paadi answer theriyum. Engeyo padichirukom. Right? 1 year moda padichirupom, 6 மாசம் மதி படிச்சிருப்போம், சப்கான்ஷியஸ்ல இருக்கும், எக்ஸாக்ட்டா தெரியல. Definitely indirect questions கேட்பாங்க. அதுக்கு முத, suppose you get the question on data interpretation. Imagine your very first passage is reading comprehension. Your first passage is passage from your, any other data interpretation, reading comprehension, or the question which take time. Reading comprehension, data interpretation, logical reasoning, இந்த மாதிரி questions எல்லாமே time எடுக்கும். Got it? Invariably time எடுக்கும். Fastest பண்ற ஆளுக்கு time எடுக்கும், தெரியாத ஆளுக்கு invariably time எடுக்கும். Invariably reading comprehension will take time. அதே மாதிரி core paperல reading comprehensions வரும். அப்ப reading comprehension questions which take time. Got it? அப்ப reading comprehension of 5 passage, 5 questions, data interpretation of the 5 question, invariably it will take time. You have to do the correction. Okay, you have to do the calculation, etc., etc. You have to read the passage. Reading comprehension, data interpretation, in the mari time edukkiradhu, kanak podradhu ellame middle of the examination da pannanu. Invariably between 1 hour to second hour, that is second hour, 60 minutes kaprom, and in between, before the exam, last 45 minutes or half an hour, center part of the examination la pannanu. Got it? Okay, so this is the broad one. So the question is, first time open pannenge edutha one reading comprehension vanduchina 5 question skip pannittu directly go to the 6th question, because 5 question reading comprehension irukka podu table la varum, a table, right? So what you are doing the simple question which is known to you. You go to the question number 6, you submit the answer, click it, confirm pannittu poirunga. Okay, confirm and move on. Go to the question number 7. You find 7 easy, attempt, move on. You find question number 8, theriyala, leave it, go on like that till 150. As you cross 50, question number 50, question number 51, core paper question varum. Same way, passage koda varala, table varala, edu venna varala, sum podra mari irukum other subjects la. Got it? You know that answer 100%, you know. Got it? Sometimes very easy question, 10-15 question very easy கேட்பாங்க. simple உங்களோட C++ ஓட explanation na IP address na Philip Kotler எழுதின book பேர் என்ன income tax act எப்படி இருக்கு right okay Englishல Shakespeareோட famous work simple anyone can do can invariably ஒரு 10 to questions வந்து அந்த மாதிரி even slowest learners காக போடுவாங்க right so as you do that question number 51 தெரியுதா தெரியலையா leave it go to the next one move on right fastest way proceed like this even the so-called reading comprehension passage paper 2 la koda varum right again you are going to not do it stage 1 la you are not going to do it proceed like that so I would say within first 60 minutes ungalaala 150 question first round mudinjum first round la what you are going to attempt you are going to attempt right all the questions okay right okay all the questions the very first round you are going to attempt all known questions got it okay so I just simply put it like 20 to 30 minutes in paper 1 or 1 to 60 minutes so roughly we can say you will do all known questions stage 1 got it stage 1 பண்ண உடனே உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிரும் that 100% question பண்ணையில 150 ல உங்களுக்கு green color yellow color மேல சைடுல தெரிஞ்சிரும் எவ்வளவு நம்ம முடிச்சிருக்கோம் got it okay because you are going to attempt only 100% known questions right அப்பவே தெரிஞ்சிரும் okay 100% confirm எவ்வளவு ஆயிடுச்சு got it right invariably I will say out of 150 உங்களோட paper 1 ல கண்டிப்பா 25 questions correct இருக்குன்னு paper 2 ல at least ஒரு 30 questions வரைக்கும் இருக்குன்னு at least some 50 to 60 questions out of 150 minimum yeah 60 to 70 questions stage 1 la kandipa complete aayirukanu right so the stage 1 you are simply doing 100% known questions confirmed questions remember that 100% known questions na there are questions which will require your time after doing the sum you will get 100% question okay I mean there are some question you read it 100% theriyum confirm theriyum potachu அதே மாதிரி क्वेश्चन தெரிஞ்ச क्वेश्चन இருக்கும் ஆனா அந்த क्वेश्चन டைம் எடுக்கும் ஓகே டைம் எடுத்துட்டு உங்களுக்கு 100% ல அது வரும் ஆனா டைம் எடுக்கிறது நீங்க ஸ்டேஜ் 1 ல பண்றது இல்ல you understand right so stage 1 la you have completed got it now again you go back imagine question number 2 you have left out right you scroll down go to the question number 1 or suppose if you have done all the 5 questions right even in area like communication or teaching or environment or any other subject 1 or 2 questions you might have missed got it okay now stage 2 is now there are unknown questions okay now these are the questions you have not done now unknown questions are 2 types one first type is questions which you know answers for which can be deducted from the question questions which are indirect questions about you studied you know something about them political social life the theories etc you are prepared questions which can be guessed question which can be analyzed questions which can be deconstructed and analyzed panni edukalam stage 2 la you are going to attempt those questions okay right so the stage 1 la 100% from both paper 1 paper 2 முடிச்சிட்டீங்க got it stage 2 க்கு வரீங்க இந்த மாதிரி questions attempt பண்றதுக்கு இந்த stage 2 ல தான் நீங்க reading comprehension பண்ண போறீங்க data interpretation பண்ண போறீங்க அதுல got it yeah right so because this question need time so second hour roughly I would say next 1 hour right you are going to spend here now here remember as you go through you will know that idu vandu endha mari questions indirect question which I can guess it which I can imbibe it which I can deduct it something படிச்சிருக்கோம் somewhere நான் மறந்துட்டேன் டைரக்டா தெரியாம இன்டைரக்டா நம்மளால பண்ண முடியும் okay right so the stage 2 la you are going to use all your political social ideological background all such information indirectly whatever you studied okay got it yeah so this is the stage right you are going to attempt all such questions right okay so the stage 1 you have completed here comes the stage 2 you would be doing all that right okay so this is the stage 2 after that you will feel that okay I have completed now it's stage 3 right Now imagine stage 2, I would say you will have around another 40 to 50 questions. Okay, roughly I would say those who prepare very well, the first stage le nammalaala at least 60 to 70 questions panna mudiyum, 70 even 80. I'm telling you, okay, based on all the category, right? Okay, nalla irundha innum nalla panna mudiyum. 70 75 எல்லாம் பண்ணலாம், 80 எல்லாம் பண்ணலாம். 80 பண்ணீங்கன்னா நீங்க ஸ்டேஜ் 2 and 3 முடிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு 190 மார்க்ஸ் கூட வரும், right? I'm saying this one a general one, keeping in mind SC, ST and all categories, because some categories you need very less marks. Okay, you need just 145 for, if you're irrespective of the 145, 75 question podum if you belong to other category. 150 marks வாங்குனாலே போதும். Alright, 150 marks la நீங்க first stage la if you are able to get 40 to 45 na உங்களுக்கு வந்து 50 question இங்கே வந்துரும். இன்னும் 25 தான் stage 2 and stage 3 ல எடுக்க போறீங்க, right? But if you belong to the other one, your target is 190. If you belong to general category will be invariably 175 to 190. Okay, for net examination. Got it? Right? So rough idea. So if your target, if you belong to that category, then your stage 1 you must be able to do at least some 60 to 65 to 70 questions, so that you should target 140 to 150 marks உங்களுக்கு stage 1 லே வரணும். As the logic is, நீங்க நல்லா prepare பண்ணா stage 1 increase ஆயிட்டே போகும். Alright, நல்லா prepare பண்ணாட்டி opposite மாறிடும். Okay, so I would say that it should be 65 to 70 or 60 to 40, right? So stage 1 should be 60, stage 2 should be 30, stage 3 should be 10 questions, right? 100 question divide பண்ணீங்கன்னா it should be 60, 30 and 10. If it's 150, you can say 60 to 70 and at least 40 to 50 and the remaining 20 to 30. Got it? It all depends on preparation. If you don't prepare, opposite மாறிடும், right? Because a situation will come where you will have even basic question கூட தெரியாம இருக்கும். Got it? Yeah, got it? And as you attempt all these questions, one thing must be kept in mind: don't spend more than 2 minutes. Stage 2 la each and every question, invariably reading comprehension la ஒரு passage la 5 questions இருக்கு. Maximum you can spend 2 minutes. 10 minutes you can spend, sure. 10 க்கு மேல பண்ணவே கூடாது. 2 minutes மேல டைமே இல்ல. Got it? Okay, because stage 1 la some questions 100% no question in 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 10 second la முடிச்சிட்டு வந்துட்டீங்க. But stage 2 requires more time, so you are going to spend more time. But at the same time, more time na 5 minutes, 10 minutes no ஒரே question இருக்க கூடாது. I told you in the introductory session itself. Okay, the exam வந்து ரெண்டு பேப்பரா நடத்துனாங்க. Paper 1 and paper 2 2018 la simultaneously window open ஆகும், right? There were many cases where people simply spend more than 2 hours on paper 1. Can you believe? Including our own student. அவ்வளவுதான், அதுக்குள்ளே போயிட்டாங்க. Some visual la அப்படியே ஒரு ட்ரீம்ல இருந்திருக்காங்க. Correct? அதனாலதான் அந்த மாதிரி ரொம்ப பேர் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க, ரைட்? அதுக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா வேற மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு. அதுக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா பேப்பர் 1 விண்டோ ஓபன் ஆயிரும், 60 மினிட்ஸ்ல க்ளோஸ் ஆயிரும். அதுலயே கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணாங்க, ரொம்ப டைம் பத்தல. ரைட்? அதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எக்ஸாம்ல வந்து half an hour கேப் கூட இருந்திருக்கும், ரைட்? ஓகே, அப்ப இந்த இஷ்யூஸ் எல்லாம் வந்திருக்கு. கரெக்ட்? ரைட்? அப்ப அதனால இப்ப இன்னைக்கு கம்பைன்ட் 1 ரஃப்லி கான்சியஸா இருக்கணும், ரைட்? கவுண்ட் டவுன்ல கண்ணு இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்கணும், எவ்வளவு டைம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்றோம், ரைட்? ஓகே, ஸ்டேஜ் 2 இஸ் த பிளேஸ் வேர் யூ கேன் ரிலாக்ஸ் இட். என்ன ரிலாக்ஸ்? என்ன கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ்? தெரிஞ்ச கொஸ்டின் எல்லாம் பண்ணியாச்சுப்பா, கரெக்ட்? அந்த ஃபியர் எடுக்கக்கூடாது. ஓ, கொஸ்டின் நம்பர் 145ல எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச கொஸ்டின் இருக்கு, ஐயோ டைம் பத்துமா பத்தாதா, ஐயோ எனக்கு முடியுமா, ரைட்? மறந்துடக்கூடாது. இந்த பிபி எல்லாம் ஏத்தக்கூடாது. தட் 150ல ஒரு கொஸ்டின் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சது இருக்கு. எனக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டேஜ்ல நீங்க கிளான்ஸ் பார்த்துட்டீங்க, ரைட்? எதுக்கு கிளான்ஸ் பார்த்துடுறோம்? எங்கெங்க ஈஸி கொஸ்டின் இருக்கு, எங்க டிஃபிகல்ட் கொஸ்டின் இருக்கு. அப்ப அந்த கொஸ்டினுக்கு ரொம்ப டைம்னு தெரியல. அதெல்லாம் ஹோலிஸ்டிக் பெர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ் மாதிரி, ஒரு ஊருக்கு போற மாதிரி. ஓ, அந்த ஊர்ல எல்லாம், அந்த ஊருக்கு போயிட்டு இருக்கோம், அங்க எல்லாம் ரோடு நல்லா இருக்காது, அங்க டைம் ரொம்ப இருக்கும், அங்க சாப்பாடு இருக்காது. அதை பிளான் பண்ணிட்டு போறாங்களே ஜேர்னில, அதே மாதிரிதான் இது ஒரு 3 மணி நேரம் ஜேர்னி, ரைட்? ஓகே, அப்ப என்ன ஆகுது? எவ்வளவு ரொம்ப பேர் மிஸ் பண்ணிருக்காங்க, ரைட்? அப்ப கடைசியில் என்ன ஆகும்? இங்கி பாங்கி தான் பண்ணிட்டு வருவாங்க. லெட் பி வெரி ஃபிராங்க், இங்கி பாங்கி பண்ணிட்டு வந்தவங்களா இருக்காங்க. கடைசியில ஓஎம்ஆர்ல இருக்கையில கடைசியில கண்ணு மூடிக்கிட்டு ஏபிசிடி எல்லாம் போட்டு வருவாங்க, ரைட்? யா, அதுவும் போடலாம். Okay, valiye enna I will say that, right? Okay, adukku or strategy. So that is the one. Second stage, you are going to attempt all what we call, indirectly guessing questions. Okay, English literature, a lot of questions varum. You have to analyze it, deduct it, use common sense, use analogy, simple, questions. It will take time. Okay, and the mari questions is the second stage la mudikkaram. All right. So second stage, if you are able to do 50 to 60 question, stage 2 mudikkaila or 2 hours 20 minutes pola neenga mudichiralam. Got it? Roughly 120 to 130 questions vandrum if you prepare very well, right? Or 10 to 15 questions or 20 questions you are going to, in the whole process la neenga vittuvenga and the questions alla endha questions viduvenga 100% unknown questions kandipa varum kandipa tappana question varum evvala unknown question varuna English lit I don't know unga subject la neenga dhaan eduthu paakano enga subject la portha varaikum every exam la varum pona exam la endha question ketirukanga theriyuma class ku appuram na anupuren Facebook எப்ப வந்துச்சு MySpace எப்ப வந்துச்சு கம்ப்யூட்டரோட வீடியோ காமிக்கிற சிஸ்டம் இருக்குல அது எப்ப வந்துச்சு ரைட் இமெயில் எப்ப வந்துச்சுன்னு சொல்லி இங்கிலீஷ் லிட்டரேச்சர் பேப்பர்ல क्वेश्चन வந்திருக்கு காட் இட் தெரியாதவங்க தெரிஞ்சுங்க இட்ஸ் நாட் a paper 1 இட்ஸ் நாட் ICT this is English literature பேப்பர்ல அது பிரிண்டிங் மிஸ்டேக்கா என்னன்னு தெரியல இன்னொரு டைம் a political leader not at all nothing to do with English literature American political leader oda question வந்து English literature la got it so out of syllabus particularly in our subject there's a complete out of syllabus topic ella irukku okay right sambandhame illada not at all related one kandipa you can expect got it so the 10 to 15 questions 20 question ungalku theriyave theriyadu completely unknown or idea kuda irukadu it all depends on preparation okay நல்லா prepare பண்ணாட்டி இது increase ஆயிட்டே போயிடும் okay நல்லா prepare பண்ணாட்டி basic கூட தெரியாம போயிடுவாங்க it all depends on that right I have met people like that okay வெறும் ABCD கூட தெரியாது basics of ABCD மறந்துட்டாங்க got it yeah உங்களுக்கே தெரியும் நீங்க காலேஜ்ல பேசிக்ஸ்ல basic of accountancy basics of computer if you don't update even the basics of we'll forget irrespective of the subject okay leave what I am not talking about the latest if you take computer science la blockchain artificial intelligence machine learning patti pesala idhe mari commerce la ungalku I am not talking about cryptocurrency and gig workers patti andha level update பண்ணனு பலஸ்ல தெரியவே தெரியாது எவ்வளவு பேருக்கு தெரியும்னு கேட்டு பாருங்க நீங்க அப்டேட் பண்ணாம இருந்தா இன்னைக்கு so many things change அப்ப லேட்டஸ்டா கேட்பாங்க லேட்டஸ்டா GST ல இருந்த क्वेश्चंस வரும் லேட்டஸ்டா இன்னைக்கு ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் எங்க போயிட்டு இருக்கு உங்க கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரி சப்ஜெக்ட் எல்லாம் இருக்கும் எல்லா சப்ஜெக்ட்லயும் அதே மாதிரி got it so in the stage 2 ல you will with a relaxed one stage 2 is the time you can take enough time டென்ஷன் இல்லாம எதுக்கு அப்படியே நம்ம விட்டாலும் எந்த क्वेश्चन விட போறோம் தெரியாத क्वेश्चन தான் விட போறோம் right தெரிஞ்ச क्वेश्चन விட போறதே இல்ல ஏனா ஸ்டேஜ் 1 ல அத முடிச்சாச்சு correct so I will say roughly if you prepare very well it will come to around 80 ல இருந்து 130 question number 80 to 130 roughly right where you'll be able to do intelligence guesswork questions yeah stage 2 முடிஞ்சிச்சு now you have come back to again question number 150 க்கு வந்துட்டீங்க second time you are reaching the scroll down பண்ணி பேப்பர்ல வந்து பேப்பர் OMR ஷீட்ல பண்ணையில செகண்ட் டைம் நீங்க லாஸ்ட் क्वेश्चनக்கு வருவீங்க பேப்பர் பென்ல வந்து சான்ஸ் இருந்துச்சு we were able to underline இந்த क्वेश्चन பண்ணியாச்சு ரவுண்ட் பண்ண முடிஞ்சு இங்க பண்ண முடியாது அப்ப நமக்கு தெரியும் இங்க இங்க் வச்சு பார்த்தறலாம் அப்ப நீங்க ஸ்க்ரால் பண்ணி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா क्वेश्चन நம்பர் 10 தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு 11 தெரியும் ரைட் இந்த क्वेश्चन நான் பண்ணவே இல்ல yeah this is the question what this is called stage 3 right finally you reach the stage 3 right okay yeah this is the question completely this is the stage this is actually stage 3 into what we call stage 2 basically okay yana stage 1 idla vandu enna stage 1 vandu glance பண்றது okay holistic glance whole question paper பார்க்கிறது stage 2 வந்து உங்களுக்கு real attempt பண்றது stage 3 வந்து stage 3 தான் through 2 நான் சொன்னது okay analyze பண்றது எல்லாது இதுதான் finally last stage yeah stage 1 ல whole question paper 5 நிமிஷத்துல பார்த்தாச்சு stage 2 ல வந்து known question பண்ணியாச்சு stage 3 ல வந்து unknown questions, indirect questions, out of syllabus questions, questions which require time, questions which require analysis, questions which require enough time, guesswork, right? Okay, எல்லாமே right? அப்ப இதெல்லாம் பண்ண முடியாத question stage 4 ல வரும். Completely out of syllabus, completely unknown, not at all related questions. Okay, இந்த questions-க்கு ஒரே ஐடியா தான். Alright, இது வந்து last 15 minutes of the exam. Okay, last 15 minutes of the exam ல நீங்க பண்ண போறீங்க. அந்த last 15 ல என்ன 2 hours முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, 2 hours 30 minutes முடிஞ்சிருச்சு, இன்னும் half an hour இருக்கு, 15 question இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு, ரைட்? என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க? இந்த क्वेश्चंसக்கு வேற வழியே இல்லை. இத நீங்க கெஸ் ஒர்க் பண்ண முடியாது, இந்த क्वेश्चंस ஆன்சரே தெரியாது, சரியா? கண்டிப்பா இருக்கும் क्वेश्चन. ஓகே, நீங்க இப்ப கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்றதுக்குலாம் இடமே இல்ல, ரைட்? 70,000 பேர் எழுத இல்ல, 70,000 students are writing. They have to make an Excel sheet. No, they have to merit. நீட்ல எடுத்து பாருங்க. நீட்ல முத 5 கிரைட்டீரியா வச்சிருந்தாங்க. 5 கிரைட்டீரியா வச்சு கூட they got around 7,000 students with the same marks. இந்த வருஷம் just last month நீட்டோட new rule 9 criteria. You know what are some criteria? First criteria marks எல்லாம் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் how many students wrote physics, how many students committed maximum mistake in biology, இந்த மாதிரி, right? And கடைசில இது எல்லாமே மேட்ச் ஆகல, last 9th option என்ன தெரியுமா? Topper 1 would be declared based on யார் எக்ஸாமுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அப்ளை பண்ணா. I mean, imagine பண்ணி பாருங்க, center marks இந்த கேட்டகரி 9 கேட்டகரியிலயும் வரையில 8th கேட்டகரி வந்து ஏஜ், 8th வந்து ஏஜ், 8th முத வந்து ஈவன் மைனர் சப்ஜெக்ட்ல எவ்வளவு மிஸ்டேக் நீங்க பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. இன்னொரு பாயிண்ட் என்ன தெரியுமா? எந்த क्वेश्चनக்கு எவ்வளவு டைம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க அதை கவுண்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. கடைசி வழியே இல்லைன்னா 9th பாயிண்ட் என்ன தெரியுமா? யாரு ஃபைனலி அப்ளிகேஷன் முத போட்டாங்க அவங்கள தான் ரேங்கிங் கொடுப்பாங்க. எதனால? இந்த ப்ராப்ளம்னால. Because they were not doing that. You understand? So here நம்ம எக்ஸாம்க்கு என்ன பண்ணணும்? That's why you 10 digit result வரும். Okay, 10 result வரும். They have to make Excel sheet, right? இப்போ எல்லாரும் basic questions, what is Shakespeare's work, what is management group பத்தி, இல்லட்டி ஜான் மேனார்ட் கெய்ன்ஸோ இல்லட்டி கம்ப்யூட்டர் பத்தி basic question கொடுத்தா எல்லாரும் பண்ணிடுவாங்க, எல்லாரும் 100 வாங்கிடுவாங்கல்ல. அப்ப இன்வேரியபிளி நீங்க எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணலாம் some questions. அது 5 क्वेश्चन இருக்கலாம், 4 இருக்கலாம், 10 இருக்கலாம். ஓகே, சம்பந்தமே இல்லாத questions. இதுக்கு என்ன பண்றது? There is only one word for that. Go with intuition. Intuition. ஒரு क्वेश्चனை படக்கையில மனசு சொல்லுதுல இதுதான் இருக்கும்னு சிம்பிளா இந்த 10 क्वेश्चनக்கு இதான் பண்ணணும். 10 क्वेश्चனோ 15 क्वेश्चனோ, ரைட்? ஏன்னா இது வந்து ஸ்டேஜ் 1ல பண்ண முடியல, ஸ்டேஜ் 2ல பண்ண முடியல. Right? Now you read it. Enna soludhu? First, intuition is what? When you read a question and your mind says, your heart says, okay, yeah, this can be the answer. Go on with that. Right? In the inki ponki panna kudadu. Got it? Okay? Inki ponki pannave kudadu. Got it? You understand? And suppose, now the question is very difficult for us to identify. Okay? Earlier it was very easy to identify the unit, எந்த யூனிட்ல வந்துச்சு, right? Okay, there are some people those who would follow that, right? But this, that can be applied in other area. So here you cannot apply that. Okay, you cannot go with simply randomly selecting some answers, right? It won't work. Okay, yeah. So the question is, the 4th stage is stage 1 you completed, have a glance, holistic glance. Stage 2, stage 4th ல என்ன வரும்? You would have left ஒரு क्वेश्चन அப்பப்போ விட்டு வந்திருப்போம். ஓகே, क्वेश्चन நம்பர் 25 விட்டுருப்போம், 30 விட்டுருப்போம், 40 விட்டுருப்போம், இந்த மாதிரி விட்டுட்டு வந்திருப்போம். You have to select these question and go with மனசு என்ன சொல்லுது, intuition என்ன சொல்லுது. Intuition means when you read it and first time சொல்லுல, ஓ இதான் ஆன்சர் இருக்கு, go with that. Okay, go and move on. Another most important mistake what people commit, the greatest mistake, never do that. Question paper திருப்பி போய் ஆன்சர் மாத்திர மிஸ்டேக் இருக்குல்ல, அந்த மிஸ்டேக் எப்பவும் பண்ணாதீங்க. இந்த எக்ஸாம்ல பிஜிடிஆர்பி இந்த எக்ஸாம் 10 நாள் வந்த ரிசல்ட்ல இந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட் 6 பேர் பண்ணி 6ல இருந்து 8 கொஸ்டின் அதுக்கு தப்பு பண்ணாங்க, இன்னைக்கு வேலையே கிடைக்கல, ரிக்ரெட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க. திரும்பி போய் பண்ணவே பண்ணாதீங்க. அது ஸ்டேஜ் 1 இருக்கலாம், ஸ்டேஜ் 2 இருக்கலாம், ஸ்டேஜ் 3 இருக்கலாம். Right? Got it? And that generally that should never be done. Got it? Okay. So those people, those who would do, சும்மா எடுத்துட்டு A, B, C, D இது அதுல சும்மா போட்டு போறவங்க வந்து மாத்திக்கிட்டே இருப்பாங்க, அது பண்ணுவாங்க, இதை பண்ணுவாங்க. நம்ம வந்து ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜியோட பண்றோம். ஸ்டேஜ் 1ல தெரிந்த கொஸ்டின் நீங்க ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு நல்லா படிச்சுட்டு போய் பண்றதுனால ஸ்டேஜ் 1ல 100% ஷூரா தான் நம்ம பண்ண போறோம். Because you know that stage 2 you are going to spend your enough time, social, political, ideological context, political background, historical background, right? Analysis, sum up panna poringa, maths poda poringa, formula use panna poringa, everything you are going to do. Second stage. Okay, that is the stage, the third stage. And the last one, here no idea. Here you are simply going with intuition. Intuition is what food says first. Intuition won't change. Okay, you can't say that intuition right? So it should never be done. Got it? So these are the 4 stages, I will say. Stage 1, stage 2. So question number 1 to 150 4 times நீங்க scroll down பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும். Stage 1ல இருந்து 150 வருவீங்க, திருப்பி போவே. So second time when you analyze, உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிரும், oh, this question can be guess பண்ண முடியும், நான் படிச்சிருக்கேன், subconsciously எங்கேயோ இருக்கு, எனக்கு தெரியும், I can do it. Right? அந்த ஸ்டேஜ்ல தெரிஞ்சிரும் whether the question is for stage 2 or stage 3. Yeah. Why the division? The division is because the whole process of examination should be easier. Okay, tension illama ஓடணும். Got it? Yeah, the tension that time pathuma patada, because as I told you, some questions will require more time. Okay, அப்ப நீங்க உட்கார்ந்துட்டு क्वेश्चन beginningல ரொம்ப டைம் எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க, அங்க டென்ஷன் ஆகும், கடைசில இருக்குமே அங்க ஒரு क्वेश्चन இருக்கு, ரீடிங் காம்ப்ரிஹென்ஷன் எனக்கு இடம் பத்தாது, டைம் பத்தாது, இதெல்லாம் இருக்கும். Got it? இல்லாட்டி எவ்ரி எக்ஸாம்ல போய் நீங்க உட்கார்ந்து ரிலாக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு தூங்கிட்டுலாம் வரலாம். Got it? நான் எல்லா எக்ஸாம்ல half an hour தூங்கிட்டு வந்திருப்பேன். லாஸ்ட் கரெக்டா படிச்சீங்கன்னா முடிச்சிடலாம். I'm talking about English. Okay, the maximum last half an hour rest எடுத்துட்டு வரலாம். அந்த ரெஸ்ட் நான் அந்த லாஸ்ட் half an hour உட்கார்ந்துட்டு ஒரு குரூப் இங்க எங்க பாப்பாங்க, பக்கத்துல பாப்பாங்க, அவன் என்ன பண்றான், திருப்பி சிஸ்டம் ஆன் பண்ணி திருப்பி போய் மாத்திக்கிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. அந்த மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணாதீங்க. Right? So these are the stages of attempting the exam. Conscious இருக்கணும், right? சிஸ்டம் ஆன் பண்ணாச்சுன்னா உங்க கம்ப்யூட்டரை விட்டுட்டு உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் இங்க அங்க போகவே கூடாது. 4 மணி நேரம் நீ எங்க இருக்கேன்னு தெரியக்கூடாது. பக்கத்துல பாக்குறேன், அவனை பாக்குறேன், இவனை பாக்குறேன், குருவி பாக்குறேன், இன்விஜிலேட்டர் பாக்குறேன், தண்ணி குடிக்க போறேன், இதெல்லாம் பண்ணவங்க எல்லாமே டைவர்ஷன். ரைட்? சப்மிட் பண்ற வரைக்கும் யூ ஷுட் நெவர், உங்களுக்கு பக்கத்து ஸ்கிரீனை பாக்குறது கூட டைம் இருக்கக்கூடாது. ஓப்பனா சொல்ல போனா லெஃப்ட்ல பாக்குறது லைஃப்ல அவ்வளவு என்க்ராசிங்கா இருக்கணும். உங்க மைண்ட்ல இமேஜஸ் ஷுட் கம். Okay, you should think of whatever we studied. Subconscious mind, you are going to recollect whatever we studied, right? Completely without any diversion. At the stage 1, as you go to the examination center itself, right? Tension a BP la pogave kodadu, relax up, confidence, yes, I can do it. Then the question na varapodhu, very easily I am going to attempt, I am going to crack it. Okay, so this is the way you are going to attempt during the examination, those 3 hours. Constantly looking at the time, following the correct strategy. Conscious are இருக்கணும், because sometimes ரொம்ப டைம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணிடக்கூடாது. Alright? Okay, conscious ஆலாட்டி உட்கார்ந்து பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருப்போம். Alright? அனலைஸ் பண்றதுக்கு I know sometimes some questions இருக்கு, இந்த டேபிள் வந்து ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கும். பெர்சன்டேஜ் கேட்டிருப்பாங்க, கம்பேர் பண்ண சொல்லுவாங்க இந்த வருஷத்தோட அந்த வருஷம். ரைட்? ஒரு டைம் எல்லாம் ரொம்ப டைம் ஆனதுனால நம்ம கான்சியஸா இருக்கணும். இல்லையா ஆவலையா விட்டுட்டு போ. ரைட்? விட்டுட்டு போய் முடிச்சுட்டு வாங்க, கம் பேக் அகெயின். ரைட்? ஏன்னா உங்களுக்கு அது தெரிஞ்சிருந்துச்சுன்னா ஃபார்முலா போட்டு இந்த ஸ்டேஜ் 2ல முடிச்சிருவீங்க. ஸ்டேஜ் 2ல முடியலைன்னா அது ஸ்டேஜ் 3யோட கொஸ்டின். ரைட்? ஓகே, அதுக்கப்புறம் திரும்பி வாங்க. லாஸ்ட் 20 மினிட்ஸ்ல மனசு சொல்லுவோம் இதான் ஆன்சர்டா, கிளிக் பண்ணிட்டு போயிருங்க. ஓகே, நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன், இங்கிலீஷ் என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அந்த மாதிரி கொஸ்டின்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா தான் வரும். ஓகே, அந்த டேபிள் இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் டிஃபிகல்ட்டி இருக்கும். ரைட்? அப்ப அதே மாதிரி ஃபார் அதர்ஸ் யூ மைட் ஃபீல் இட். காட் இட்? So whatever the area unit like that, these are the 4 stages through which one attempt the exam. Right? So the process of exam should be easier. Got it? Okay, not the way that I'm going to attempt question number 1 first, right? Question number 2 will take time. Yeah, so the first thing is the very premises is that all questions are not going to take your same time. All right. Okay, so when you get into the analysis and analysis, the full analysis because you are going to in the question analyze next question memory simply click set right? Okay, so the stage 1 நம்மளுக்கு இந்த டென்ஷன் எப்பவுமே இருக்க கூடாது தட் தெரிஞ்ச क्वेश्चन நான் பண்ணி முடிக்கல right லாஸ்ட்ல டைம் பத்தல கடைசில எனக்கு டைம் பத்தாம தெரிஞ்ச क्वेश्चन இருந்துச்சு some questions டைம் பத்தல right last நீங்க இதே same way if you commit the mistake many people would do lastல போய் பேப்பர் reading comprehension data interpretation பண்ணிக்கிட்டு இருப்பாங்க again they commit the same mistake டைம் பத்தாம போயிடும் right reading comprehension will take time you have to read it right அப்ப even if you keep 2 minutes 10 minutes தேவை right data interpretation உங்களுக்கு 5 question கண்டிப்பா 8 to 10 minutes right or those who are ரொம்ப ஃபாஸ்டா பண்றவங்களுக்கு some time தேவை right so this is whether you need more time or lesser time these are the ways you should attempt the question got it exam is all about strategy okay strategy presence of mind okay presence of mind அந்த டைம்ல அந்த 3 மணி நேரத்துல எப்படி how you recollect the idea think of that whatever we studied simply reminding them consciously thinking of the images books la படிச்சது அங்க பேசினது இங்க பேசினது அதெல்லாம் recollect பண்றதுதான் right அந்த 3 hours ல போயிட்டு mind diversion ல இருந்தோம்னா ஆவாது okay simple அவ்வளவுதான் right as I told you the other day also look at all the games got it யார் mind diversion ல இருக்காங்களோ அவங்களால பண்ண முடியுது இல்லையே got it okay take different sports games yeah it's all about that right so these are the 4 stages which irrespective of the subject we can attempt right so the last one is we can say last 120 to 120 minutes where you are going to attempt all these right if you prepare very well we can say ideally not more than we can say total around 15 to 20 questions overall right okay so these are the stages through which one must attempt right during the examination okay right and intuition would always say what is the first one right got it okay the first choice and never commit the mistake of going back again and attempting that mistake that should never be done right I have to repeat that line because many times people do that got it okay strategy is very important okay many people prepare very well but if you don't do during those 3 hours then it's no use got it right exam is all about that okay right and as I already told you never leave any questions unanswered right there is no negative marking I'll repeat this line again many people do that not attempting the question kadesila vittu inki ponki chumma pottu varudhu right that's all should be avoided okay so 4 times you'll be doing like that got it and no negative marking and attempt all the questions right and even if you don't know the question you know what should be done right and the strategy follow pananum right and be confident that yes I can do it yeah I'll be able to achieve right that is the very strategy right every time you'll be able to do it all right okay in the strategy follow பண்ணுங்க கண்டிப்பா பண்ண முடியும் சரியா right yeah so before we finish yeah any doubts any clarification now you got around some days for others some subjects you have enough time but for other subjects you'll have around or more than 2 weeks 3 weeks follow the same last days are very important one got it okay these days are very important one follow that whatever the exam hall timing going and reaching the place in time all that should be done very quick okay check in advance okay right and as I repeat again simply the most important point எதுமே தெரியலன்னு சும்மா ஏதோ கிளிக் பண்ணிட்டு வரத அவாய்ட் பண்ணணும் சரியா right and stage 2 is எந்தெந்த question doubt இருக்கோ in simple layman's language அந்த stage 2 வச்சு அனலைஸ் பண்ணணும் right அப்ப நம்ம படிச்ச so much of background information the points சொன்னது so many கதை மாதிரி பேசினது எல்லாமே அந்த stage 2ல தான் ஹெல்ப் பண்ண போகுது சரியா okay then right so that is the all about right okay any other general doubts any clarification I think most probably tomorrow For those who have exam on 29th and 30th, maybe by tomorrow you will get the details, right? And accordingly, please download, follow all other things. Okay. Okay then. Thank you. English will have some more session in the coming days. Don't miss that. Right. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.